It's nice that be here. So this is my second live presentation after the COVID. So I'm still practicing this. I remember how that done. So my colleagues are already explaining quite well what is the photonics and how it works. So that's why I'm not focusing about the technology. Even my topic is some photonics competencies. But I have a little bit different point of view. So about the competencies in Finland, so I would like to pointing out, of course, the technology and science. That's the key thing. You can do photonics without the technology and science. But even more, the collaboration and business, that is very important. I think that we have a quite nice business environment in photonics in Finland. But what I start is the heritage. So I think that this is very important to understand that why we are here, why the Finnish photonics ecosystem is so vivid. So I start. So of course there is a Nokia. And nowadays the Nokia, the mobile phones are not so famous anymore. But what this causes to Finland? Huge number of startups, huge facilities. There is a very, very nice state-of-the-art facilities related to photonics. So there is a talent people. So they are educated, they have a lot of experience about the international collaboration and international business. But even more, our decision makers and even the people, the habitants of Finland, start understanding that technology can provide something. They can provide the workplaces, more money, better world even. So this is a good thing what Nokia definitely makes to Finland. And that's why it causes a lot of good things to the photonics what we have nowadays. For example, in Tampere, there is a huge imaging ecosystem thanks to Nokia. We have in Joensuu, there is a plastic photonics thing thanks to Nokia. And many, many, many. There is many, many sectors around not only the Nokia. We have universities. For example, the University of Eastern Finland, there is more than 50 years experience about education to the photonics, the research to photonics. So this is the basement where we are building up our photonics competencies in Finland. For example, 2005, what is nowadays the HoloLens displays. So they are already researched in that time. So it takes a lot of time. It also causes that when you start developing the photonics, it takes a lot of time. Then I move to collaboration. So we are already here about the startups. So I can say that in Finland we have a very nice startup ecosystem, also in photonics. Majority of the companies in Finland nowadays, they are startups or small and medium size. Of course, there is some big companies, but that's the ecosystem. But not only that kind of outsourcing, but in Finland, we are also making the photonics. We have components manufacturing. They are very narrow, focusing some topics. We have manufacturing the systems. Of course, we need the resellers. And we need the services, what is around the photonics. Also, the export. Still, Europe is the most important. And inside to Europe, Germany is definitely the majority. I think that is naturally because Germany is so large in photonics field. But at the moment, the photonics ecosystem in business point of view is quite vivid. So there is nowadays around 300 companies who are related very keen to photonics, where their business is based somehow to photonics. And then, of course, the revenue and the employees. That is also very important for our decision makers, so that they understand why the photonics is so important. At the moment, Photonics Finland, we have more than 100 members. The majority is the SME companies who are doing some part of photonics, so optics or fiber or something like that. Then there is a huge number of startups related AR, VR, some new technology, even the quantum. And then the large companies who are mainly using the photonics in their components. So this is the inside of the Finland. So we have nice variation from companies to research and universities, but not only in Finland. we need definitely the international collaboration. And that's why Photonics Finland is even here. So we really would like to do collaboration to all of the world, especially in Baltic and Nordic. So this is very important for us, but then definitely in Europe. Okay, we have a business base photonics, we have a heritage of photonics. Then I would like to take some words about the technology. Not go in the deep, but some explanation how it in Finland. So definitely one of the key things is Photonics Flagship program. This is unique. I think that I cannot know any other countries where you have that kind of Photonics Flagship program. So this is the combination of 3 universities and VTT, which is the National Research Center. So there is a Tampere University, Aalto University, which is basically the Helsinki region technical university, and University of Eastern Finland. So those 4 organizations is combining to Photonics Flagship program. There is more than 400 researchers in photonics, more than 50 professors in different fields of photonics, combining, working together. So this is the scientific basement which is based on in Finland. Of course it's related to education, because the photonics is growing so heavily, so we need to develop the education what we have. It's also the smart specialization, because all of those universities and the locations are focused in different parts of photonics. And then when they are working together, we can get much more variation of different parts of photonics. Then, many times, Finnish people are very modest, very even shy. So that's why I'm saying that in those topics we are good, and it really means that we are extremely good. So there is optical sensing and imaging. As I mentioned already, that there is a background of and heritage of Nokia. So this is that kind of key thing. So there is a lot of companies, lot of knowledge, lot of research. Micro and nanophotonics, nowadays using a lot, for example, the AR displays and so on. So there is already more than 20 years experience about the manufacturing research in theory and so on. And then laser and fiber optics. And nowadays, the newest application, of course, is XR, mixed reality, metaverse, whatever, what we can say. So it means that we have some leading company over there. There is an ecosystem of companies and research who are developing actively that. There is a government support. It means research and development funding or some kind of other support. There is a facilities. Not only one research group in Finland is doing that, but there is around Finland complementary research groups are doing the topics over there. So this is what I mean that key competence in technology point of view. There is also education and so on. So if you are interested about the Finnish ecosystem and hear more about how the Finnish photonics ecosystem can provide, so definitely the place is Optics and Photonics Days, and which are held now in September, 6 to 8. So there is a 3 days full photonics, pure photonics. So those people who really love photonics, so that's the place, definitely be there. Then I already speak about the key competencies in technology. So we have a flagship program, we have nice variation in different companies. There is research groups, there is SMEs, and other activities. But then the European collaboration is also very important. So this is the photo of Photon Hub Europe, where is many partners around in Europe. And there is also that how active the ecosystem in different countries are. And when we started the Photonics Finland in 2014, so less than 10 years ago, so then there is a European Union Commission Photonics Unit map, whereas Finland is not even named. And nowadays we are on the map. And we were very much welcome to our partners here, definitely in Latvia, and other Nordic countries to collaborate in photonics in Finland. So basically, this is my short presentation about the photonics activities in Finland and what kind of environment there are. So thank you very much.